Today at Deutsche Auto Parts, we're going to be going over dynamic turn signal harnesses on MK7 LED taillights. Okay, so before we get into our specifics, the dynamic turn signal harness set, we'll have links to that here as well as in the description below, where you can check out more details on purchasing a set of these harnesses. Let's go into talk a little bit briefly about what this harness does before we actually talk about how it installs. So if we take a look here, this video will show you how the original turn signal harness works. If you're using our adapter harness or one like it, this will show you the operation of just the amber turn signals functioning when you turn them on. If you take a look, the inner and outer taillights flash together. And if we take a look at this video, this will show you how the turn signals will operate once you have a dynamic harness installed on your vehicle. If you take a look, you see that the inner to outer turn signal is alternating or delayed from inner to outer to kind of give it that effect that everything's moving outwards. So that will be accomplished by the dynamic turn signal harness. Okay, so let's talk real quick about how these install now that we've seen how they operate on the vehicle. Okay, so here we have our European tinted outer LED taillight. We're going to go over the details about the dynamic harness. Now first I want to say this harness, to get the functionality that we're talking about, requires no coding. It is plug and play, assuming you already have our adapter harness, which is required for using this. This does not require any coding. Obviously you've already done the coding to use this harness, but this one you just plug it in and it will do what we just showed as the functionality on the video. So let's talk about specifics. If we take a look at the back of our taillight, we have our harnesses that you use to make the turn signals work. Now, if you're not familiar with what this harness is and you're not familiar about the specifics on it, I'll put a link to an article I wrote a while back talking about all the details that you need to know about installing European LED taillights on a US model car. So all you would do in that situation normally would be your adapter harness that we have to make the amber turn signals function would go here, and then the body of the vehicle harness would plug into here to get your amber turn signals functioning properly. To get the dynamic harness installed, we're actually going to remove this harness from the taillight, and the adapter harness for the dynamic lights is actually going to plug into the taillight, and then this harness plugs right into that like so, and then this plugs into the body of the vehicle. It's really important to note that if you have this backwards, you're actually not going to get the functionality you need. So if you have a dynamic harness on the body side of this and you plug the adapter harness into the taillight itself, it's not going to function properly. So that is really important note, and make sure you have that plugged into the proper place. And it's as simple as that. There you have our specifics on our dynamic LED taillight adapter harness. Thank you so much for watching our dynamic turn signal harness video. If you have any questions or comments about the video, be sure to leave in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more like it.